What's up, guys? We're doing a what's up, big dog? Mr. Johnny. Awesome. So
Say we shouldn't be.
yeah, okay, yeah. So like I like okay, so the good thing about you is that you have you're like me where you're not like you're willing to get coached and mentored and stuff like that, you know? And
Yeah,
to
definitely.
hear and you have like you have a good threshold of it, you know, which is very good, bro. Like, you know, what I mean by that, what's a good threshold is a good threshold. Damn, bro, but look, I'm still kind of worried about this movement because like I'm thinking in the back of my head, I'm like, dude, there has to be that's a weakening of it, you know.
That's a weakening of it. Yeah.
But then like, watch, here's another level of support, a strong level of support where I can probably go back up there. Anyways, okay, all right. So maybe who knows, maybe that can help us both in our analysis on that. So is that you have a good threshold? What does that? So what does that mean? A good threshold means that you're willing just to stay in the room and get beat up. That's what the best thing is. What you should be doing. And beat up, not beat up as in like take, realize all the bad things, that you could be doing or that you are doing, and like just fucking man up to them. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Exactly.
Like, yeah, you're right. Fuck, damn it, I'm not shit. Bro, I'm telling you, that's what I did all. Like that's why mentors love that, because it's like, all right, that's when growth happens. That's when aha moments happen.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's when aha moments happen. So people who don't have that as much kind of like get triggered fast. That's what I said on my post. Like, if you're emotional, like, dude, you're just not gonna make it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because you block yourself out from anything. Even the truth, your own truth.
Exactly, dude. So
Yeah.
and yeah, yeah. So in these sessions, a lot of the times I would just every single day I would ask them, hey, what can I improve on? Even a lot of times I was doing super good, bro. Like, dude, something like nothing, bro. Like, fuck, bro, keep on killing it. Just keep on. All right, cool. But like, if I were, well, you can be a little more consistent on this. You can be a little more. I'm like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? I was like, all right, cool. So I know that's what they really wanted to tell me. Um. So during these sessions is that's what and what I'm learning in from Dan Pena and those is that like these people all their stories are the same. They've all made big moves. All of them who were young and who were like big ballers, all have done that. The ones who weren't big ballers, the ones who weren't big ballers at a young age, because to me it's like, okay, it's like, do I want to be like a big baller in my 30s or my 40s? There's a higher chance that if you guys aren't making big moves, it's going to happen to you guys in your 40s and 50s.
Yeah, we don't want that.
Yeah, but that's the hard truth, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, for
That's
sure.
like if you were to look at your trajectory, that's where it's going. So
Yeah.
that has to. It's like, shit. How do you change that? How do you make sure that doesn't happen? Because I mean, it's cool. Don't get me wrong. Obviously, at least you still get to become a millionaire and still get to have that lifestyle. But it's in your 40s and 50s.
Right.
And okay, so what are the differences between the guys that did it in their 20s and their 30s? The guys that did it in their 20s were just relentless. They didn't party at all, and they were innovative. So what it was is that they were innovative, meaning they did something that was really different, and they were like early starters. So either they could have caught an early trend. So it's a combination of things when they did it when in their 20s. So either they caught an early trend, or they they didn't party at all. All they did was work.
Right.
It was still in an innovative way, though. It was still innovative. So you got the Mark Zuckerberg, all these, I can go on and on, but all the young guys, all of them did something that was innovative plus a lot of work. So it was both of those. In the 30s, They just did a lot of work cumulatively from their 20s and 30s. It wasn't too much, it wasn't too innovative, but it was a cumulative work from 20s and 30s, you know? What
Right,
we're
exactly.
Yeah, what we're doing is trading is very good. That could also that trading is also of that where that is that falls into innovative and that falls into you know, and for you, I mean, for you, you're gonna, I mean, to make it even better, you're gonna, like I say, you're gonna have to just be accumulating Bitcoin if you're gonna be trading Bitcoin. Like I'm just telling you, bro, I don't, you know, like you got to
Yeah, yeah.
make that move fast because your goal is to figure out how many of these good moves I can stack. You
Right,
know,
exactly.
how many of these good moves can I stack on top so I can become where I want to be in my 30s instead of in your 40s or 50s. You know what I'm saying? Because if, you know, let's just say you do it, you could still become, I would say for sure within your 30s. Um, but that means that you're only doing, if you're only going to be doing trading, then you're only doing one thing to stack. You're only on stacking one thing. What else can you stack? Oh, stack trading asset, accumulating asset. Another, you know
Hmm.
what I'm saying? Another move is okay, starting a hedge fund and working my skills to build a hedge fund. Boom,
Right,
another.
exactly.
Okay, so how do I do that? Okay, you're gonna have to, all of us have to recruit traders. All of us, that's how we're gonna have to do it. And at the same time, you're gonna have to have massive leadership skills because if not, this is how it's gonna work, bro. From in Dan opinion, it's gonna have to be business. So let's say we recruit all these leaders, all these traders. If one of those guys is better than us at leading, then we're gonna have to let, you know what I'm saying, let them take the helm. I'm making sure that doesn't happen. You know what I'm saying? But I've been making,
Yeah,
been doing this.
yeah.
You guys already see me. I made a move over here. So you got to
Right.
see that in a way is that this hedge fund is going to have to be run as a hedge fund and not with emotions. Meaning, shit. Some people that we may bring on might be having to take a position that we wanted, but because we didn't do the work, we didn't fucking make uncomfortable decisions. We didn't do it. That's a consequence, you know.
True that.
So when I say that, when I tell you guys like, hey, and I'm always pushing, hey, making sure you're dropping this, making sure you're doing this, making sure it's to make sure, because I've seen this, been there, done that. It's to make sure that the envy, this, all these moves don't happen.
Don't happen. Right, exactly.
Because it's gonna end up happening. You know what I'm saying? Well, okay, so I'll give you an example. Let's say one of your, let's say your buddy Bernie, he ends up blowing up with trading, makes a lot of money with, let's say he ends up doing, you know, sports trading. He does sports trading and he ends up blowing up all, you know, bigger than shit. You're not gonna have hate on it, but you're gonna be like, damn it, I should have been working harder.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
You know,
Yeah,
same with me. You know what I'm saying? Same with me. If any of us, you know, any of us start, because obviously, bro, we all have love, but I mean, there with, you know, with everything there's competition, bro. You can't say,
yeah, yeah, that's true.
you know what I mean, that everything is competition. We can't say no about that, and with it, we have to be real with ourselves. So um how can we do this? We limit that, and that we are at the top of the company, because we could also make it in a way where we can structure the company where our positions are never get messed up, which is good. That's always very good. Um, but in the meantime, we also have to be building these skills, you know, the leadership skills and also, so like, how do you build leadership? Because that's going to be that's going to be the big thing. Because if not, then you can just if not, then you can just be a super good investor, and that can also be super good too. Like you don't need to have
Yeah,
massive leadership skills, but just know that your role would be an investor, and you know what I'm saying, and you know what I'm saying, and that's good. That's still, you know, I'm shooting
yeah,
for I'm shooting for Elon Musk. I'm shooting for stuff like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
You know, like I'm sure. So I'm like, okay, so what are these guys doing? And what Dan Pena says is that, like, when all these guys who are growing their companies and acquiring company, because like the way that what they do is straight innovation, right? They're not
Mhm.
just building a business, they're building a business, but they're putting all the pieces together. They're hiring, bro, they're not going out there and doing, like, they're doing all the roles. Like, I do, trust me, because like I'm listening to, I used to this shit all the time. All these
Yeah,
guys, they do all. Dan Pena is a straight innovative way. Like, that's like trading. You know, it's like he's stacked. That's a great stack, because a lot of people, bro, they, like, even, you know, the company I was working at, like, they create a company, but they don't create, that's not really too innovative. They don't create a board of directors. They don't structure the business in a way where it can blow up massively and have a lot of value and sell
hmm,
for a lot. That is stacking. That's innovative stacking. So you can get to the wealth faster and get to where we want to go faster.
Right, exactly.
So he says like the only way that young people are able to do it is if they have good, very good leadership skills. Because as you start acquiring people, some people maybe even better than you, and like, what the fuck? How is this motherfucker doing all this? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
He's like, man, I should be in his position, right? That's what we're gonna be thinking, right? But
exactly.
what he says is that like the younger guys that they have massive leadership skills, and so what does that mean? That means that they're just willing to do a whole lot more than anything else. That's what it really is.
True that. Yeah.
And Elon Musk, that's why he slept. That's why he slept fucking in the office, so he can see, and people, he even said it, so people can see that like my employees can see that, look, I'm doing more than you. You know, I'm going way more all out. So it's like, what moves are we doing that are accumulating our skills? If we're just doing the same shit and not changing it up, then bro,
Yeah.
you have to swallow the pill that my time's going to come later. I'm probably not going to, be the one, or, I'm probably going to be on, I won't be a big player in the game and all that stuff. And to me, bro, that irks me, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like that's,
Yeah, no, yeah, exactly. No.
yeah, like I'm like, oh, hell no. I tell myself I can't let that shit happen, bro.
No.
So yeah, that's why, that's why, I don't know, bro. Yeah, but does that make sense, bro? Is that,
It makes sense, bro. I got you completely, 100%.
yeah. And like yeah, dude, it's just we have to get scared by that reality, because
Yeah, of course, man. It's like you have to check yourself mentally, like, I mean, do you want to fall back into your old habits, or you want to fall back into doing the same shit that you used to do before that wouldn't get you anywhere,
yeah,
Yeah, those thoughts always come in my mind. I'm like, fuck no, we have to grow. We have to keep growing and do anything that do anything that we need to do to keep moving forward,
yeah. Like you have
Yeah,
friends too, right? You have friends that are successful. I have friends that are more successful
yeah,
and stuff like that, right? So
yeah, yeah.
it's like, okay, what do they do? You know what I'm saying? Like, what do they do different? And a lot of them just look at what they did different. You know what I'm saying? What are they
Yeah,
doing?
I know that they do things that that not a lot of people do, or will
Yeah,
ever do, sacrifices and taking action and just making shit happen.
yeah, because like
Uh,
I think, and with you, I don't think you're gonna be someone that's gonna be like a super skilled person. That would be like Robert. These are like, I think you're gonna have better leadership style. You know what I'm saying? Where you have like leadership is like where you're gonna put others before you,
yeah.
and that's how I am too. Just so you
Hmm.
know, but I'm building both though. But you know what I'm saying, right? So, and I'm sure that's what you're doing too. You're building the skill.
Yeah, exactly.
You're probably not gonna be best at that point when say that when it's massive or the company's bigger, you're probably not going to be satisfied with just being a trader though. That's what I truly feel. If there's a big company,
That's how I feel too. Yeah,
yeah, I don't think you're going to be satisfied with that. I think you're going to want a little bit more, and you're going to want the help. You'll probably end up wanting to train them, or have a department.
exactly. No, yeah, I get you. It's already. I'm already feeling that, and I'm already kind of getting that too.
Yeah, like you're gonna whereas others like Robert is more of a player. He's gonna be more, I'm just keep it real. He's gonna be more of a player, and that's good. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody has their own position, bro. Everybody has to have their position. Not everybody has that leadership bug in them. And it's something
Hmm. Hmm.
like, you had a dad when you were growing up, and your dad had he showed you good leadership. He didn't have a dad, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, that's true. That's
um,
true.
but that made him stronger in a different way, you know what I'm saying? So we all have,
Yeah, it made him, just not give up on his own, and just worrying about himself, because him growing up, there was no one else that was worrying about him but himself. So he has kind of like that mentality.
mhm.
And for us, it's like it was both, worry about yourself, but also we have someone to guide us and lead us.
Like yeah, like Michael Jordan. He's a super good player and probably a very good leader, helped raise the bar. Yeah,
Right.
very and then there's people I think who are more team oriented, you know what I'm saying? Um, maybe Kobe Bryant or something like that. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Who knows?
Yeah, no, I get you, man, 100%. Yeah.
So like you have to see, okay, so watch, if I am naturally in this role, in this position, then that means I have to get super good at it, or else I don't, you know what I'm saying? Or else then, okay, what am I going to do? I'm going to fall back on my other, you don't want to fall back on what you're not naturally good at, because then
Right, exactly.
it puts you in a weird situation, because you're gonna be like, man, I wish I would have been doing this. But then it's like, in business, it's not about what you want. It's about like what spot you fill in the best, what spot do we fill in the best, and then shit in the beginning, and then you can work your way up. Obviously, that's what ends up happening is like, me, bro, I always knew that I was going to be good for leadership at that company. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
I've seen some people like, I've recruited a lot of people at that company, but I've had some friends who got promoted to a manager before I did. You know what I'm saying? And I was just
Yeah,
training.
yeah.
I was training people. I would do the training and then sell and sell. And there'd be people who had their own team before I did. I didn't give a fuck, bro, because I already knew my skill and how I was. I was always learning and always innovating, right?
Right.
And then 6 months to a year later, then I ended up having my own team, which was they were a little bit more advanced people than what he had.
Hmm.
And then I ended up, a couple months later, I did very good. And then I did um, 2 teams, then I did 3 teams, then I did 4 teams, then I did the whole company.
It's nice.
So, but what it was that I just kept on like, damn, I'm gonna keep on working hard, I'm gonna keep on pushing hard. But like,
Right.
yeah, but during those times, bro, you have to figure out like, what are the hard things that you're doing? Like, what are the hard things that you're doing? Like look at your, like, what is it? What are the things that I have done differently? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Exactly.
The ones, the shit. If it's nothing, then you're fucked, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to wait for like a meteor or like a big life event to
To kind of get you a little, like,
get
to
you
push you,
going.
I guess.
Yeah, and like, to me, it's like, okay, how can I get things done faster, bro? Because like, I want things done. Like, I want to live this lifestyle in my 30s. I don't want to live it late 30s and 40s. Even though we're still gonna be able to, even though if we get it, which I know we will, obviously, that's better. That's better than most people. You know what I'm saying? Most people will just die to even just taste it. I just don't want to get it late 30s and late 40s, or my 40s, 50s. I don't want that shit.
Yeah. No. No.
Um,
Yeah. Not
yeah,
at all, bro. We have the opportunity now to just keep the momentum going and not stop. And it's up to us to give us the time, or how fast we can do it.
Mhm.
Yeah. So.
Like making so. That's when I talked to Robert. I told him, oh yeah. So after our talk, I told him, like, because nothing's stopping him, right? He can live here. We can split the rent. It's a big enough room. There's enough space, to be honest. It really is. And also, bro, we are not in a position to be caring about what we want, and or we are not in a position to be picking and choosing. Keep it real.
Yeah. True that.
None of these motherfuckers who I'm listening to picked and choose. None of them were like, oh, I want it like this, and then I'll do it. It's like, what? No one. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
Yeah. It makes sense. It makes
We
sense.
can't we can't be picking and choosing. So that's something that that's something super big. Take that. That's something that that's something that I realized. Right. So if I want to have longer term, I could have easily gone a nice fucking apartment and paid fucking 3 times as much, you know, and be in a nice fucking nicer place. But then my clock's ticking, and I'd rather have that extra money. Honestly, I'd rather have it to support. And once I know that all you guys are all in and a lot more, then I can stack in a little bit more money on what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? To help us with the business.
Exactly.
But you know what I'm saying? So I am making moves and decisions, and I'm doing this in a way where I still have you guys in mind. You know what I'm saying? I still have you
Yeah.
guys
Yeah.
in mind, and I'm still doing things where I'm not just doing it on my own, or else I wouldn't have to keep you guys accountable. I wouldn't have to tell you guys, hey guys, do this. You know what I'm saying?
No, yeah, of course, of course.
So
Yeah, yeah,
I'll just do it. But that's not me. That's not my natural way. So I already know that. So I already know I have to keep on leading and I have to keep on doing that. But I do know that I can do that with a lot of different people. I already have a lot of arsenal of people that would want, what I'm saying? But I'm doing it.
right.
But I want to make sure, like, I'm choosing you guys, and I want to make sure that you guys are, that there's decisions being made. Like what we're doing right now is good, but we've been doing this. So, dog, let's see. Let's go here. Well, if we look at our things right here, how long have we been doing this for? Because that's what I was looking at, and this is what, remember, when I was at the company, that's what they would do, bro. We would look back and just see, bro, it was
Oh,
hard, bro. It was tough, man. Like they would just be looking at reasons to fucking beat me up. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
That's when
yeah.
I realized, I was like, damn, this is how it really is, bro. This is how real growth is, and that's what I need to do. You know what I'm saying? I need to look for reasons to beat us all up until you guys do it on your own, or until you guys start doing it more. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Like,
yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense. And that's something that I think can not only will apply pressure on us, but will keep us on check too, you know?
yeah, yeah. Like, I'm looking for you guys to take leadership too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Look, bro.
exactly.
Look, bro. Since February, so which is good. Look, we got February. We got 3 months in. All right, but what's next? You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
I'm saying, what's the next different thing? We actually started. So we started a YouTube channel. We got that. You guys did that too, which I'm very proud of you guys. You know what I'm saying, for doing
Yeah,
that.
yeah, exactly.
Um, Now we gotta look for more. You know what I'm saying? Now we gotta do more.
Right, right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, what's the next thing? Because, like, the more things that you stack on top, the more you start stacking. Then that's when you can tell yourself, all right, I'm gonna get my lifestyle in my 30s. If you ain't stacking, then just be okay with having it later in your 40s. And you know what I'm saying? Um,
Yeah,
that's the same thing that, I was talking to Robert, because, like, we always, we just have to see that. So my goal is to push you guys. The next thing that I know that you guys should be doing, what's the next thing, is all of us being in Miami, assuming that's what you guys wanted to do. And
right, exactly.
that's the next thing. That's the
It's
next thing.
the next big step. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's one of the big steps you guys can do. There's other steps that we can do. You know what I'm saying? We could all also, to get more, we can make another big step of doing this, is making sure that we're doing these sessions, daily.
Daily. Yeah, yeah, true that.
Bro, we're not in a, like, in companies, this is what they're doing.
Yeah, exactly.
Companies, this is why they grow. This is what they do. They have hard sessions every single day. You know what I'm saying? They're having sessions with
Right.
people in the company, the main people in the company, who are, the main ones to making decisions. So, well, okay, what's another thing that we can do? Okay, we could master and train a skill and one trading strategy. So whatever trading strategy that you're doing, fucking master that shit, and making sure that we're mastering our emotions and not trading and not doing stupid decisions, right? Boom, another thing
Right.
that we can be doing,
Exactly.
which is what we're already doing, right? Okay, so what are the things that we're doing? Let's look at our shit here, and how can we make this harder? How can we make this tougher and more innovative? That's the question, right? So
Right.
how can we make this tougher? Okay, so what I did, listen to Dan Pena. Okay, I'm doing that. And I'm always doing that. So I took that off, and I added reach out to someone for my podcast, right? Because that's something.
Mhm.
If I'm trying to grow my network and grow my online presence, this is the best thing I can do, because I'm adding content, and I'm also having others. If you have others in their content, their circle is gonna see it too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Oh, look at, we're going down now. We're finally going down. Um, okay, so that's one thing. And maybe something that's tougher. Shit, maybe something next week we can add something tougher. Reach out to some. What's a harder thing to do? Okay, so first, friends. Okay, so, like, oh yeah, so yeah, figure. So think for yourself. Like, what's something that's tough that you can do? Um, we could, why don't you schedule? We can schedule. If you want, you can do it on your own. If you want, or I'm always going to be there to help. Um,
Mhm.
but for Sergio, we haven't done that yet. So we probably need to get on that.
Right.
Yeah, get Sergio on board with doing that. Look at that, bro, dumping. Um, he has a good following, and and he's, you know what I'm saying.
Right. Right, right.
Boom. So that'll be the first. That's tough, easy, right? Because it's still easy because it's your homie, you know him pretty well, but tough because hey, I haven't done that. The next higher thing would be okay, do that shit with some guy who maybe has higher status or a bigger person in your network, you know?
Right, right.
So that's what these are. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm showing you, you know, kind of the steps or like the next. These are stages, you know. These are things that get you to where we want to, that get us to where we want to go, but making sure that it happens in our 30s, bro. You know, not in our
Yeah, exactly.
yeah. So so maybe you know maybe we can notate that, you know, or whatnot, or figure out a way where you're jotting that down or making sure you take action on this, you know.
Right.
For Robert, since he said he's gonna make a decision on what date and just stick to it. Same with for moving here. Same with you, you know what I'm saying? Like if the date is when your lease is up, then that has to happen, you know. You have
It's
to set
happened, yeah.
you have to set things up in a way where when that happens, it's done. There's no more moving, there's no more this and that. And if that's the case, that's fine. But that means that you have to something had to have triggered something has to trigger your plan, your secondary plan, which is, hey, if this happens, then I can't do that, you know?
Right.
So it can't be just like, oh, you know, I don't want to do it anymore. Something has to trigger,
Something has to, yeah, no, I got you.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like something has to trigger, you know, for that consequence
A vision or something, you know?
yeah. And so yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, and if that's the case, that's good. You could stay there, but then that means that you just have to know that you're gonna have to go even harder, you know?
Yeah, true that.
Essentially that's still putting you in a comfortable place, you know what I'm saying? Because like
Right.
the reason why it's over here, but then again, look, you can choose that. You can choose that plan. Hey, look, it's gonna be a little more comfortable, but I just know I gotta do it. That just means that like when you're over there in Cali, that means that you're gonna have to go even harder. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
There's different ways. There's variations, you know.
There is, yeah.
Yeah, there's variations. I still think that's, yeah, but then like it's just gonna be tougher. It will be tougher to build it because then like we're not all together. Robert, I don't know when. I'm actually gonna talk to him to see what date he chose, and hopefully he did. Because if he doesn't, then this one is, you know, it's gonna. I had talked to him about how much further that, you know, our game plan starts going. Because let's say I start because let's say within a couple months I'm already, you know, we're doing very, very well. I ended up making some massive trades, whatnot, making
Mm-hmm.
big growth, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm over here and literally all I'm doing is just this learning, studying, and building out and reaching out. It's all of a sudden, boom, I hit a pretty big person, and my account's growing, blah blah blah. At that point, will I how and then I got like say I got some other people who are willing to go more all in.
Right.
I'm gonna go with them because it's like, well, shit, these guys are willing to go more all in and whatnot. But obviously, I'm still gonna have you guys on there. You know, I'm still gonna be. But then it's like, okay, who knows? That might even trigger you guys to move here faster. But which shouldn't be that way. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
But to me, I'm just gonna put that in the back of my head as like, okay, I got these person here, and I will compare, and I will be like, all right, you know, who's moving faster? If the new guy's moving faster, I'm going with the new guy. You know, because
Right.
first off, I already know that's gonna piss you guys off even more, which is gonna make you guys work even harder. So
Mm-hmm.
that's gonna be a good thing. But second off, that's for the business. It should happen. You know what I'm saying? So I just don't want none of that to happen. But who knows? Even if it does happen, I think anything will help us get to the next level. You know, all these bad things, like to me, when bad things happen, it helps me push even harder, you know?
Yeah, true.
But like if I'm giving these talks to you guys and I'm talking and I'm bringing it into your reality, that should already be a sign from you. That should already be a sign that God made this, or I want my dreams to happen.
Yeah, exactly.
This specific conversation happened for a reason.
For a reason, yeah, of course.
This means, and if you don't take action on that, then you're just like, to me, you're just slapping God in the face because like you're getting all these signs, you're connecting all the dots, yet you're still not doing anything about it. And then that's
exactly.
That's when, that's when you have to start realizing, okay, my plans are probably not going to happen in the timeline that I want. So that's how bro, I'm just showing you my cheat codes on how I think, how my mentors taught me how to think. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
How to be real, because like, yeah, like imagine if we had these real conversations daily.
Yeah, no, I know, for real.
your growth will be way faster. You know what I'm
way
saying?
faster. Yeah, of
A lot
course.
faster. Like there's a lot of turmoil going in your mind. There's a lot of discomfort, very tough ideas, very ugly ideas that are going through your mind. And those are the ones that you need to boil.
To
Create.
fuel you. Yeah,
Yeah. I really, yeah, but yeah, that's why I want to have more. I want to have more of the daily conversations like this with you
definitely.
guys, because I think that that's what's gonna help us grow a lot faster. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Because like,
100%. Yeah,
yeah, just think of the things that you have around you. You know what I'm saying? Like, until I think until your environment changes, your guys' environment change, you're still gonna have a little bit of a comfy couch to sit on, and you know what I'm saying, and not make decisions as fast
that's
and
fast. Yeah,
yeah. But and my default and the way that I do this, bro, is by listening to Dan Pena daily. So it's like that's why I push on that. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. No, of course, of course. Yeah, I've been listening to him
Oh, really?
on my
Nice.
phone while I'm at the gym. So just kind of have it on playing.
Yeah.
Um,
And then also,
that way,
anything else? Okay, so say like if also Johnny, like I wouldn't be learning anything else. Like don't take in any other information, whether if it's learning about anything that, like even like the things that we want, which is like obviously this technology and like this shit to go to the
yeah,
next.
yeah.
I wouldn't be
Right,
learning
right.
any of that. Just only Dan Pena and trading, because
Yeah,
then because that's the real way to do it. I believe that's the real way to do it, because
that's
then
the real way to do it, right? That's the vehicle.
yeah, because well, I mean, because you're focusing on the things that you need to focus on at the right times.
At the right, yeah, it makes sense. Yeah,
Like during these
exactly.
times, the only thing we should be learning about is our pushing ourselves, making tough decisions, building leadership skills, which is listening to Dan Pena, building leadership skills, listening to Dan Pena, and learning how to build a business, which is Dan
Hmm.
Pena. That's all. That's
Hmm.
what I'm saying, bro. I put all this for a reason. That okay, boom, learning leadership skills and all, and how to be a head of a department. Okay, that's Dan Pena. Okay,
Right, exactly.
deepening your skill, that can be going all in and learning more with Jason Capital, right, or whatever.
Casper,
Um,
yeah.
yeah, and then making and doing back testing. I've been doing some more back testing on it,
Right.
on stuff. Developing that skill. Okay, what else? Shit, the other stuff you could do it. Yeah, you could definitely do. But I've noticed that I noticed, like, now I don't now I just done it to two. I'm just doing it to two or three things. It's
Hmm.
campaign trading, and then my extracurricular activity is going to be um learning about others who are successful. So like on Fresh and Fit, watching interviews, just
Yeah, I
watching.
got you.
You know what I'm saying? And then if that's all you're putting in your head, then the result should be a much more strategic, focused result. Um,
Of course, yeah, yeah. That makes sense.
and then always ask yourself too, bro. Always like, or like this. So me, I'm always telling myself like, okay, because there's some hard, this shit's hard, bro. You know what I'm saying? And always understand that there's people, bro. The Elon Musk's, all these other guys, they probably didn't have that comforting voice saying, "Oh, you just relax. You've been doing enough work. Just relax. You've been doing enough this." Like I've never heard these big hardcore high performers. I've never heard them say that. I've never. So just be aware that, like, don't let yourself go into default mode. Don't listen to anyone, whether if it's your
Yeah.
girl, anyone. Don't listen to anyone that's telling you that you already did too much. You're good. Because I'm having a
No, yeah, definitely not.
yeah, because I'm having a feeling, well, for you and Rob, because you and Rob both live in a place where there's females, and the female energy, that's what's going to give you, and that's fine. But I'm just going to tell you, I'm just telling you right now, the big dogs ain't got that. I'm telling you right now for a fact, the
Yeah,
big,
no, very true.
they they ain't got that. You know what I'm saying? And if they got it, I mean, look, even listen to Tate. If they got it, then it's their girl being like, hurry the fuck, you better be on it, you better be on it. But that's a majority of it, and
Yeah, yeah.
and and even then, yeah, I mean, if the female energy is still more calming, relaxing, and yeah, and you can ask yourself this too, like, well, yeah, you can even ask, like, okay, does that can help me? Yeah, that could help me. That could give me less stress and make me feel better. But that means that your the pressure of your comfort zone is not going to be as like, you know what I'm saying? You're weakening, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I got you. That's true.
And it's that's the way that I always see it, bro, because it's like that I'm pointing out things that could think potentially be happening in your guys' environment that you want to watch out for. You know what I'm saying? These are
Yeah,
the things that you want to watch out for because then say 3 years down the road, like I'm telling you, all of these cumulative things that I'm telling you to watch out for, if you add them up in 3 years, 2 years, 1 year, 6 months, that could have been the exact reason, or that could have been the exact reason why, hey, I didn't get to this part. You know, I didn't
yeah,
push myself out, you know?
exactly. Yeah.
But yeah, I know it was a little bit a lot. It was kind of a lot, but yeah,
No, that was good, man. That was good.
yeah.
That was good.
Yeah, you know, I just want like, bro, the way that I see my job is that, you know, I mean, to point those things out for you guys and to help you guys um just realize it and then make sure that it doesn't that you're good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That
exactly.
it doesn't that it doesn't happen to you guys, that you guys are are making sure that you're aware of it and that you're combating it. Like you're doing something to combat it, you know?
Yeah, yeah, true that.
So who knows? Maybe that's a talk with your girl, telling her, you know, what your plans are and what your vision is, and like what's going to take. Hey, it's going to take this type of things, this type of mentality. I don't want to hear this. I don't want to hear that. You know.
Oh no, trust me, bro. Yeah, I already done that with her.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, yeah. So, and it's not just one time. Also, a couple times.
Nice, cool. Yeah, man. And I think what we can do too for you is you already have a good network, so you have a good amount of people. So I would say one thing that you could add on is reach out to set up interviews. um and like I said, it can be you could do it on your own. I can help you however you know, it's just doing it.
Right.
I think that would be a really good thing for you. Uh Good ROI activity.
Definitely.
Yeah, because you know you already got some good prospects that you can do that with. And that will build a lot of things, that will build a lot of things for you, you know, your social media that will build the online presence part. And if you and it and as you grow your channel, you know, like it's cool, like, right, like say as you start growing your channel, start doing more, like think about the
Right.
people who look up to you, right? And then they look at your stuff and they see that you got a bunch of different you know, playlists, or they just see that you got a bunch of different shit going on. It's like, hey, it's pretty cool, you know, this guy's not just a fucking trader who, you
Yeah,
know,
exactly. Exactly.
like I would like to see Crypto Face fucking around. I would like to see some of him interviewing people. I would like to see him in his life driving his Ferrari. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, exactly. I know. That'd be dope, right?
Yeah, you know, like, so if you can add more flavor and add more things, you know, to the mix, I think that that's gonna do wonders for your fucking for your because I know, you know, through the guys that I interviewed, some of them that, you know, the ones that have like decent amount of clout, you know, I got a couple of subscribers for sure off those motherfuckers, you know.
Yeah.
um so yeah, that's something, definitely something, you know, that's a multiplier that you can add on for sure.
Yeah. Very
Like
true. Very.
the multipliers that we're doing, bro, we're already doing it. Like put yourself like this, but what we're doing is going to get us to where Crypto Face is at. And
Right.
I'm not talking about like net worth, I mean, and if you start trading Bitcoin, the asset, then you can your you know, throughout time your net worth will be much higher just by doing the same exact thing. So but let's just put a perspective on what we're doing. If we're just doing what we're doing right now, and let's say because he didn't want to go out and build out a hedge fund or whatnot,
Right.
so but let's just say we keep on what we're doing right now because we're not building it that hardcore, to be honest, unless we're, you know, recruiting and blah blah blah. So then we can expect ourselves to be in that scenario. I don't want to. I mean, I want to be bigger than him. I want to be have more clout. I want to have more of everything. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I want to be bigger on YouTube. I want to be bigger. My goals are to have like 3 million followers total, and you know, by the end of this year, my goal is to have 3 million, over 3 million XRP in my account. You know what I'm saying? My goal is to, one of
Nice.
my, you know, thing that I have is to like, one thing that I visualize, bro, is I meet with world leaders. So like Donald Trump, Elon Musk, Dan Pena. I visualize myself meeting with them, shaking their hands, and then me leading the meetings when I'm there. Like, so me being the leader, not them.
Oh, nice, nice. Yes.
So like that's what I want, bro. Those are my dreams. Those are my ambitions, and that's a lot higher than where he's at, you know.
Right.
So if I want that, then okay. So what do I have to stack on right here? What do I have to put here on my daily checklist that's going to get me there? So yeah, you know, that's I'm just kind of giving you insight on what I'm doing, you know.
No, yeah, of course, man. Thank you for that.
Yeah, no worries, bro. Look, we're hitting a trend line
Yeah, we're finding some
and support.
support.